Hi. Let's look a little bit more on syntax and semantics of programming languages. So we have seen that programming is the act of writing software to perform a particular task. And we write this software or computer programs using a programming language. So what do you need to do in order to be able to program? You need to learn a high-level programming language in order to know how to use it to create software. And what you need to know of this language is the syntax and the semantics. Well, so let's look at what these two concepts mean. Syntax is typically a set of rules that defines combination of symbols that are correct in a language. This is not restricted to programming languages. This is for all languages. In our natural language, we have spelling and grammar rules that indicate which combination of symbols, letters, and words are correct to create a sentence. So let's look at an example of a programming language for a typical statement, which is an assignment statement. Assignment statements are used very often in programming. So here you see that an assignment statement is a variable, a colon, an equal sign, and then an expression. So it's composed of three parts: a variable, a colon and equal sign together, and an expression. And an expression can then be, for example, another variable or a number. So if this is the rule for writing down assignment statements, you can see that here in the green one, the correct assignment statement is this one: price, a colon, an equal sign, and a number. An incorrect assignment statement you see here below with the red. Price is a variable, but this is wrong because it's only an equal sign and the colon is missing. And moreover, this is an A, which is not a number. So this is a syntax rule indicating how we have to write down assignment statements. So this is syntax. What is semantics? Semantics is the meaning or interpretation of all the statements that you can write. So we have seen how we can compose an assignment statement correctly. Now we look at what it means. What it means to say that we want to do price, colon, equal sign, 12.99. What does that mean? Syntactically, it's correct. Semantically, it means assign or copy the value 12.99 into the variable price. Or another way to say it, set the value of variable price to the number 12.99. Or if you are a programmer, you would say assign the number 12.99 to the variable price. So syntax is how you have to write statements that are correct. Semantics indicates what they mean. So finally, a concept we want to see, because we're going to use this in the other parts, is pseudocode. So code is what you write when you use a programming language. If you don't want to adhere to a specific language and you want to have a little bit more liberty about what you're writing down, not because, for example, you want to communicate your solution to another person and not necessarily to a computer, you can use pseudocode. It's a way of writing software, but in a human-readable form. So you use English-like statements and also program statements. So let's look at the example here on the slide. We have, for example, first say, okay, we want to input the number of hours worked this week. Then we also want to input the hourly pay rate. And then we want to multiply the hours worked that we have input before with the hourly pay rate that we've also input, and store the result of multiplying these two numbers in a variable called gross pay. And then we want to print hours worked, hourly pay rate, and gross pay. So this is a way to write in 4 statements how we want that the logic of our program evolves. And this is pseudocode because it is not adhering to the strict syntax rules of a programming language. So in the next section, we're going to look a little bit more on algorithms.